Hello and welcome to our blog. Today we're going to talk you about the description of the social functions and purpose of the institutions. Specifically, we're talking about health institutions and also the areas like political, economic, cultural, educational, health, and social.
A lot of people ask, what is the INE? What does it stand for? And what does it have to do with all the political things in Mexico? So, the Instituto Nacional Electoral, INE, is an autonomous public agency responsible for organizing federal elections in Mexico. That is, those related to the elections of the President of the United Mexican States, the member of the Congress of the Union, as well as elections of authorities and representatives at local and state levels. With the promulgation of the federal electoral law in 1946, the first stage in the formation of a party system began by granting them legal personality. Now, I'm gonna go with some characteristics or some stuff that involve the INE. First, voter registration. The INE maintains and updates the electoral register and the nominal list of voters, ensuring that all Mexican citizens who have the right to vote are duly registered and can exercise their right to vote. Regulation of political parties. The INE supervises and regulates political parties in Mexico, ensuring that they comply with electoral laws and regulation. This includes verification of the origin and use of the party's financial resources and monitoring their campaign expenses. Its main mission is to organize and supervise federal and local electoral processes to guarantee their transparency and equity. Now I'm going to be talking about the autonomy of the INE. The INE is an autonomous public body independent of the federal government and any political party. This independence is crucial to ensure impartiality in its functions.
Hello, my name is Monse, and today I'm going to talk about what are health institutions, what do they work for, and how are they involved with society. Health institutions are organizations dedicated to providing health care services, conducting medical research, and promoting public health. They include hospitals, clinics, medical practices, public health agencies, and research institutions. Health institutions play a vital role in our society by delivering medical care, advancing medical knowledge, educating the public, contributing to the economy, and collaborating to address public health challenges as well. This means that they are the ones in charge to take care of us and our well-being. It also means that everyone deserves to have medical health care, no matter their background situation, economic situation, or social condition or position.
So, the economy in the social institution is the institution that organizes the production, distribution, and consumption of associated goods and services. It consists of three sectors: the primary sector, the secondary sector, and the tertiary sector. The two major economic systems in modern societies are capitalism, socialism, and yes, the economy is a social institution because it is a basic way that the social meets people's needs in society. So people have various needs such as food, clothing, shelter, and the economy is the system through which their needs are met. So here are some key aspects of their social function. Number one, the resource allocation is the economic institution help allocate. So this help people by determining that goods and services are produced. So how they are produced and for whom. This allocation has significant social implication, as it affects access to resources and opportunities for different groups within society. The number two is the wealth distribution, and that is an economic institution that influences with the distribution of wealth by determining who receives income and how much. This can impact social stratification, inequality, and overall well-being within a society. The three are employment. The employment institutions of economic institutions create employment opportunities and determining the condition of work, which can have wide-ranging of social effects on individuals, families, and communities. So this talk about the economic is the more important thing on the families, on the communities, or on the individual people, because the economy is the thing that helps all the people of the world to life, because with that thing you can um, do the necessities that you have. So the number four is stability and growth. Economic institutions contribute to overall economic stability and growth, which are essential for maintaining social order, providing a public services, and improving living standards. The number five is the regulation and governance. So the economic institution in this part establish rules, regulation, and government structures that govern economic activities. These rules help ensure fair competition, consumer protection, and stability of financial system, among other objectives. Number six is innovation and development. Economic institutions can foster innovation and economic development by providing incentive for entrepreneurship, investment in research and development, and the adoption of new technologies. So, in summary, economic institutions are not only important for the economic prosperity, but also can profound social implications, shaping the way societies function, evolve, and distribute opportunities and resources among their members.
The Mexican Health Institution is composed of various entities such as the Mexican Social Security Institute, also known as the IMSS, the Institute of Security and Social Services for State Workers, and also known as the ISTE, and the Ministry of Health. This has a significant impact on the country's culture, more in the following aspects: inclusion and equity. The expansion of health programs to rural and indigenous communities efforts not only to improve the physical health of these communities, but also foster greater integration and recognition of Mexican cultural diversity. Second, cultural culture of solidarity and social welfare. The, pres- the, pres- the presence and policies of health institutions reinforce a culture of solidarity and community support. Innovation and Mexican known. The institution of health also are centers of formation and investigation in medicine, also contributing to the culture and the knowing and also the innovation of the country.
La Secretaría de Educación Pública (SEP) is the main federal government body responsible for education in Mexico. It oversees national education policies, curriculum development, educational standards, and teacher training. The SEP also manages federal funding for education, and it was established on October 3rd in 1921. The SEP oversees preschool, primary, and secondary education across the country, ensuring access and quality. But they also produce and distribute free textbooks for basic education students to ensure they have access to learning materials. It trains and certifies teachers, conducts assessments, promotes equity and inclusion, accredits institutions, provides educational resources, and engages in international cooperation and innovation to enhance the education system.
Identification of current social problems involves recognizing issues that significantly affect communities and individuals. Some key characteristics of these problems include widespread impact, systemic nature, persistent and complex, and public concern. Here are some current social problems along with their characteristics and social impacts. Income inequality.
Characteristics: significant discrepancy in wealth and income distribution, often linked to systematic issues such as educational, employment opportunities, and tax policies. Social impact: increased providers rates and reduced social mobility. Climate change characteristics caused by human activities such as fossil fuels consumptions, deforestation, and industrial processes. Social impact increased frequency of extreme weather events leading to loss of life, displacement, and economic losses. Racial and ethnic discriminations characteristics rooted in historical and systematic inequalities. Social impact: social tensions and conflicts, mental health crisis, rising prevalence of mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety, social impact, increased healthcare costs and burden on systems, digital divide, unequal access to technology and the internet. Addressing these social problems requires comprehensive and multi-phased approaches, including policy reforms, community initiatives, and international cooperations. The goal is to mitigate their negative impacts and fosters more equitable and resilient societies.
So in Mexico, we have two important organizations that talk about money. As we've seen in this podcast, all these organizations, or well, all the organization we're talking about, they have a social involvement. So what is this, or well, how we can see this in this economic or organization, or yeah, economic organizations? Um, Money moves the world. If you talk to any economist, to an important or respected individual like Bill Gates or um, anybody like a CEO of a company, you will find out that money moves the world. Wealth is moved by money and also society. So social, the social, the social involvement in all of this is um, that if if the government doesn't regulate how money is being used or try to seek to economic evolution, they will get stink and our society will be a mess. So to do this, Mexico have two organizations, two very simple organizations. If I explain you, you will understand. These are Hacienda and Banco de Mexico. So we have, first of all, Hacienda is the easiest of one. Hacienda works like this police officer that is observing everyone and trying to the law to be committed. So Hacienda, what it does is that, well, let's seek for an example, an easy example that some professor gave me a long ago. Is like you spend $10 in a car, $20 in a house, and $50 in your hot dog store. So Hacienda, in some point of the year, they will ask you formally, legally, they will say you, how much money have you spent this year? So you tell them, oh well, I've spent 10, 20, 50, $80 all this year. And they will ask you, well, where and when? And that's where maybe you say this hot dog place has been involved in a killing accident. So you don't tell them about the hot dog place because that will get you in problems. So you tell them, oh, well, I spent $10 in my car, $20 in this house, and $50 in chocolate. So Hacienda already knows that you have spent $50 in a hot dog store. So they will sue you for illegal actions, illicit, fraudulent movement of money. And they will ask you things, they will tell you, we already know, man, you go to trial, you know that stuff. So in this case, or what I tried to say in this example, is that Hacienda is seeking for a better social or a better society in aspect of money. They already know how much you spend, and this is something that really conflictates and really eh, people doesn't like this. If you ask to people in many places, I will les acerco a preguntarle a la gente. If you go to the streets and you tell them, oh, you find weird that Hacienda already knows.
And this is all for us. Thank you for paying attention.